Hey guys, welcome to Game Informed Family. This is Game Informed Mom, and today we are playing Assassin's Creed, the very first one. So a little bit of time travel here. I've actually beaten the game for the channel, and went back and watched the episodes, and there was a problem with my audio from this episode, which I will actually, in the past, reference in the next episode. And I will, in the past, tell you that I am going to attempt to fix it. Well, fixing it did not happen, so this is me fixing it, which I mean, I think I said in the next episode, you know, back when I recorded it, that I was going to have to play it again. Well, a little caveat there, when you finish a chapter or a memory block in the first Assassin's Creed, and possibly the others as well, but definitely the first one, you cannot save mid-memory when you are playing a block that you've already cleared. Which, let me tell you, that sucks. I had to do the entire memory block again, all the investigations, and I can't stop. I have to do it all the way through, which, I mean, not a huge deal. But yeah, I've struggled with the game audio, with my mic audio. I don't know. This episode is terrible. This is like the unluckiest episode I have ever recorded.
You must not trespass here.
And then on top of it, Assassin's Creed does not play well. I don't know if it just doesn't play well with Windows 10 or what,
You do
but
not want to do that again.
hey, I didn't do anything, bro. But it is awful. I can't click outside the window. If I do, then it is no longer full screen, which I am not playing in full screen mode anymore. And that messes with OBS. There is, I'm assuming, still a very small black line at the bottom of the screen that you can see. And I do apologize for that, but I cannot fix it. And I say I'm assuming because I can no longer see OBS. I have had to turn off my other display because when you are not in full screen mode, get out of my way, lady. Oh, God. When you're not in full screen mode, you can click outside the window. And I have died a couple of times due to clicking outside of the game window. So, yeah, I am sitting here. This is the first time I've used one display in I don't even know how long. So yeah, that's where we are. We are about to go to Robert de Sable's Assassination. We are just outside of it. I have now got to vanish. Pay attention, Angela. Too busy talking. I now have to vanish. And I mean, really? You told me already, right? Thank you. These people need to die. Alright, so I will go ahead and finish them off and bring you right before I go to this wonderful funeral that I am on my way to. So I will see you guys momentarily. Alright guys, so I'm assuming that it was paused, and if it was, welcome back. I have left a whole bunch of dead bodies in my wake, and I will now proceed to the funeral. If it wasn't paused, then I guess I didn't need to say welcome back, huh? But like, you know, like I said, I can't see OBS, so I don't know.
Amen. We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majd, taken too soon from this world. I know you feel sorrow and pain at his passing, but you should not. For just as we are all brought forth from the womb, so too must we all one day pass from this world. It is only natural, like the rising and the setting of the sun. Take this moment to reflect on his life and give thanks for all the good he did. Know that one day you will stand with him again in paradise. As you know, this man was murdered. We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows and run from any who would face them fairly. But not today, for it seems one stands among us. He mocks us with his presence and must be made to pay. Seize him! Bring him forward that God's justice might be done!
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, I'm not trying to get away, man. This camera angle is not ideal, but it makes it so that I can't be attacked from from multiple sides, and I can still click outside the window. The window's not quite big enough. Yeah, it makes it so that I can't at least be attacked from all sides. Oh, really? He seems to just turn me around? Okay. That's a bad angle, huh? There we go. See, now that it's just one-on-one, it's much better.
I would see your eyes before you die.
I sense you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this?
No sorcery. We knew you'd come. Robert needed to be sure he'd have time to get away.
So he flees.
We cannot deny your success. You have laid waste to our plans. First the treasure, then our men. Control of the Holy Land slipped away. But then he saw an opportunity. To reclaim what has been stolen. To turn your victories to our advantage.
Al-Muallim still holds your treasure, and we've routed your army before. Whatever Robert plans, he'll fail again.
Ah, but it's not just Templars you'll contend with now.
Speak sense.
Robert rides for Asa to plead his case that Saracen and Crusader unite against the Assassins.
That will never happen. They have no reason to.
Had, perhaps. But now you've given them one. 9, in fact. The bodies you've left behind, victims on both sides. You've made the Assassins an enemy in common and ensured the annihilation of your entire order. Well done.
Not 9. 8.
What do you mean?
You are not my target. I will not take your life. You're free to go, but do not follow me.
I don't need to. You're already too late.
We'll see.
Okay. So, you know, my reaction the first time I played this was far better because I didn't know that that was about to happen. I mean, I guess I did because I have played and I think beaten the first game. So I guess I guess I did know that was gonna happen. I didn't remember that. I mean, really, come on, this is a, what, 13-year-old game, you know? So, whoops. So if I knew, I had long forgotten. But so anyway, obviously, you know, there was no surprise reaction this time because Been there, done that. So, but yeah, so we are going to make our way to Arsuf. Where is my... Oh, I've got to return to the Bureau leader first. We'll make our way to the Bureau. So a couple of things that I mentioned in the previous recording, back in history. I had hypothesized. Okay, get out yet. That this was the first game that had viewpoints, because I hate viewpoints. Pretty sure I mentioned that. Really, get up, Altair. Pretty sure I mentioned that in the previous episode, I guess. I don't know. Or the... Now it's white, I can't see. Or maybe the episode even before that. But either way, I did remember to look it up. And, I'm sorry, I got distracted. There we go. I remembered to look it up. And I really didn't know what to put into the Google search to figure out if this was the first game that had viewpoints. It's the first game I remember that had, like, viewpoint type system. I could be wrong. Oh, forget you. This guy.
You won't get away from me.
There's nowhere to hide in here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I didn't know what to put in the Google search to actually, fact check that. Whoops, didn't see you. But yeah, it's the first game I remember with them, and they're awful, they suck, and if Assassin's Creed was the first game with them, they started a horrible, horrible trend in gaming that is so lazy. But, oh my god, Altair, come on, bro! Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and, traveling back in time again, there was a viewpoint that I, for the life of me, could not get here in Jerusalem. I got it. I had to watch a 13-year-old video to figure it out. It's just, oh my god, lady, get out of my way. It's just the glitchy, the glitchy parkour. It wasn't anything necessarily that I was doing wrong, per se. Get out of my way, people. Yeah, it wasn't anything that I was necessarily doing wrong. You just have to use the jank to your advantage. And man, there is a lot of jank in the parkour in Assassin's Creed 1.
What is that man thinking?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of jank in this parkour, so. Excuse me. But yeah, there's just a particular way that you just have to hit that spot where I was struggling, and it'll cooperate and do what you want it to do. But good luck. And now some people have no problem with that at all, or at least from what I can see. But man, I struggled with that. Whew. It took me forever. Like I said, I had to watch a 13-year-old video to figure it out. That's sad.
It was a trap.
I had heard the funeral turned to chaos. What happened?
Robert de Sable was never here. He sent another in his stead. He was expecting me.
You must go to Al-Mualim.
There's no time. She told me where he's gone, what he plans. If I return to Masyaf, he might succeed. And then, I fear we'll be destroyed.
We have killed most of his men. He cannot hope to mount a proper attack. Wait, did you say she?
Yes, it was a woman. Strange, I know. But that's for another time. For now, we must focus on Robert. We may have thinned his ranks, but the man is clever. He goes to plead his case to Richard and Salah ad-Din, to unite them against the common enemy. Against us.
Surely you're mistaken. This makes no sense. These two men would never...
Oh, but they would. And we have ourselves to blame. The men I've killed, men on both sides of the conflict. Men important to both leaders. Robert's plan may be ambitious, but it makes sense. And it could work.
Look, brother. Things have changed. You must return to Masyaf. We cannot act without our master's permission. It could compromise the Brotherhood. I thought you had learned this.
Stop hiding behind words, Malik. You wield the creed and its tenets like some shield. He's keeping things from us. Important things. You were the one told me we could never know anything, only suspect. Well, I suspect this business with the Templars goes deeper. When I'm done with Robert, I will ride for Masyaf that we may have answers. But perhaps you could go now.
I cannot leave the city.
Then walk amongst its people. Seek out those who served the ones I slew. Learn what you can. You call yourself perceptive. Perhaps you'll see something I could not.
I don't know. I must think on this.
Do as you must, my friend. But it's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead of me.
Be careful, brother.
I will be. I promise.
Okay, so I don't know if you can hear that, but there are two crickets in the room with me, and they are ticking me off. Alright, yeah, so that viewpoint was awful. It was horrible, but I did get it. I still have this viewpoint. I don't even know. I don't know, that might be the viewpoint that that wasn't unlocked. Because I had a game crash on top of everything. I had a few game crashes. I had started... Words, they are so hard. Memory block 7. And I had... oh my god. I right-clicked on something. Words. I had a couple of game crashes when I started Memory Block 7, so I had to record my investigation episode a few times. Now next is Arsuf, right? Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, the end of this series has just been an absolute hot mess. It has been hot garbage. So now that this episode is recorded, and recorded properly even, we will go ahead and time travel back to the past for the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We very much appreciate it. I hope... oops. Don't want to get caught by him. I hope you have a great day. And I hope to see you in the next episode, which was in the past. So, yeah.